The Minister for Business Development, Mohammed Awal, at the Meet the Press series in August this year, stated that his ministry has created more than 4,500 jobs. One of the vehicles the ministry used in achieving this, according to the minister, is the Presidential Pitch Program. The maiden edition of the program took place in 2018. A year on, ABC News follows up to assess the progress the program has made and the impact it has had on reducing unemployment in the society. Irene Ayebia Ofusu-Safori is an official of the Business Development Ministry and was in charge of the maiden edition of the Presidential Pitch in 2018. She stipulates the criteria applied in selecting the finalists.
The Presidential Pitch is really part of the President's agenda about how we need to harness the entrepreneurial spirits of the Ghanaian. And the ministry, what we do here is try to tailor-make the various interventions to the groups in society, be it the youth, be it women, be it persons with disability. We try to tailor-make interventions targeted towards these groups. And the Presidential Pitch is the one for the youth, is one of our interventions targeted towards the youth. We looked at 4 main areas: how innovative the idea is, how impactful it is, how feasible it is. And we, all of these comes together to create a business that will be able to, I don't know whether I mentioned scalability, that we can scale to rival the big companies of the world. Last year we received over 1,500 entries. And that's after about a 2-week window, and that was quite a number of them. A few people didn't make the deadline, but there was quite a lot of enthusiasm for the program, and we got very, very good applications coming in.
10 finalists were selected from the thousands of applications that were submitted. I interacted with 2 of them, Abdul Salam Mohammed, CEO of Corporate Health Ghana, who came in second at the maiden edition, and winner of the competition, Vanessa Liman.
We created a short code and a mobile app with which the general public will be able to make requests for healthcare. So the idea is to make healthcare convenient. In the country currently, if you are to seek healthcare, the processes are very cumbersome and stressful. You don't even know where to go. When with technology, it is quite easy for you to sit in your room, just dial our short code, and then you can request healthcare. So that was the premise of what we wanted to do. Before the Presidential Pitch, it was merely an idea, a dream. Today, it is a reality.
I'm into agro-processing. That's value addition of cereal grains. So basically, we produce breakfast cereal from cereal grains. We are into maize and wheat at the moment, but in the near future, we intend to add millet to it.
Right after the competition, what we did was we linked them with a consultant, a business consultant, who came up with a robust business plan for them. And with this business plan, they can use it to source funding. And the most important thing about the business plans that we made for them was that it gave them a roadmap as to how they can grow their businesses from stage 1 to stage 2, how at every stage what's most important. Sometimes people assume that all you need is money to grow a business, but there are other things that comes to it, and that's what the business consultant did for them.
So before, our branding was different. Today, we've branded very well. If you go to our website, you see a very good, well branding. We've been able to use the funding also to acquire a vehicle. The reason why we've been able to do all of this is because beyond the Presidential Pitch had some further support also from NEIP. Then the Presidential Business Support Program had a support also from there. So we've been able to acquire a vehicle because a lot of our operations require going down. When a patient make request, you need to send your medical assessment team to go and meet the patient and do assessment and really understand what is the need of the patient before you can now post it for other professionals to accept it as job. And we've been able to also acquire some significant medical logistics that we need for the purpose of our work. And we've been able to equip the office in terms of computers and other things that we need for our business.
With the Presidential Pitch, it has really changed a lot of things in my business and in my personal life too as well, because I've gotten that exposure That's one thing I can say the presidential pitch has done for me. And it has actually taught me certain things in life. I've been able to scale up my business, and I mean, so far so good, because before then I didn't think I was ever going to come this far. I knew, I mean, I started a business alright, but I didn't intend to go this big. I didn't intend to do certain things within a short period of time, because in less than a year I've actually rebranded. I have FDA, I have a factory, and so even though the factory is still going under construction, but I've been able to achieve certain things within a year because of the presidential pitch.
Quite a few of the testimonials were given at this year's presidential pitch competition, where they've created quite a number of jobs. An example could be Kawamoka Leklepi, which was a coffee business. Now she's moved from about maybe 7 farmers to over 50. She's employing 50 people in various roles in Leklepi, in the Volta region where she is now. And you can see them with the winner, Vanessa. She now has a factory, and she has employed quite a number of salespeople, and indirectly other people are creating their own businesses because of her.
We didn't have any marketing team. Today, we've been able to have a contract. We have contracted 3 people to do marketing and administrative staff for us. We've also been able to contract 3 medical professionals to handle our medical assessment. And we've been able to fully employ 1 as our operations manager.
So that brings the total number of staff, both contract and permanent, to about 9?
7. 7. That is excluding me.
Okay.
And this is also excluding the technology team, which now we've had to strike a deal with the technology providers, and they are also more or less like a corporate partners. And so from the technology team, we have a group of 3 technology developers, like programmers and coders, who are working with us full time. So anytime we need anything technology, these 3 people are there.
I have 4 permanent employees and 10 sales personnel. So with the sales personnel, they sell products and they are paid commission basis. So the more you sell, the more money you make. And at the end of the month, they are given salaries to as well. And the 4 people are permanent workers. Those are the ones who process it. The main reason why I haven't been able to break even is because of the factory. Because anytime I make profits, I invest it back into the factory and I buy more raw materials. So fixed assets, you don't make profits from fixed assets. As in, like when you invest in raw materials, you're able to produce more and get but with a fixed asset, so any sales, most of the sales I make, I have to put it back into fixed assets. So you have to fence the building, do certain things, and it's a lot of money. So that's why, so immediately the factory is completed and I start using the machines I have purchased, then I can say I can start to break even, because I wouldn't have to invest it back again into fixed assets.
These young people, we can't really underestimate them. They're quite tough. And that was one of the things that we look for when we're selecting these people who actually were enthusiastic about their businesses. They were passionate about it. They were hardworking. And those were the people we selected. So if they reach a snag, all they need to do is to reach out to the ministry and we'll support them. It's been a success, first of all. One thing that Bad 4 would have probably, maybe, is the number of people we would have been able to support. And it all comes down to finance. Funding. If we had more money, we would be able to support more great innovative businesses.
Judging from the responses of the beneficiaries of the maiden edition of the presidential pitch, it is evident that some successes have been chalked. One can only hope that the program is expanded or similar initiatives are made more efficient to help the millions of unemployed Ghanaians who have the entrepreneurial spirit. Iledi Jonah with this report for ABC News.